Hello, and welcome to the Daily Oracle Poll. Whenever you come across this timeless energy, but I do hope you're having a wonderful day. So today we're going to be getting some cards from the Rumi Oracle, and that's by Elena Fairchild. We're going to get a card from the Daily Crystal Inspiration, and that's by Heather Askenazi. We're going to get a card from the Super Attractor deck, and that's from Gabrielle Bernstein. And we're going to get a card from the Woodland Wardens by Jessica Rowe. All right, y'all. Let's get a prayer over these cards, and then we'll do it to it. Great Spirit, thank you so much for being a part of my life and helping guide me through every step and every breath. Please help me see clearly the messages that you lay before us today so that I can speak as a vessel for our best and highest good. Please draw anyone to this message that it could help them on their daily path for this timeless energy of the collective. Anyone who comes to this message, cover them in protection and pentacles of light. What is it that we need to know on this day for our best and highest good, please, and thank you. All right, let's get some shuffling in. We're going to start with the Rumi deck to get the main energy out for the day. What do we need to know for our best and highest good to help us along our path? Please and thank you. What do we need to know, Spirit? What could you help us with? Some words of wisdom, some guidance, some symbolism for our best and highest good. One more shuffle. All right, let's see what we get today. What do we need to know for the collective? Our best and highest good. Energies we're working through. Advice on our path. Tools that we could use on the path forward. What do we need to know today? For our best and highest good, please and thank you. What do we need to know today for our best and highest good? It'll happen. Stubborn energy today, eh? What are we working with? Boom. Ooh. Oh my gosh, we got this one recently. I'm checking the top 3 here. Okay. So first card out, 11, Sacred Convergence. Wow, you know what? I don't think this... Is this the card that we got? It's so similar. I think it might be. Sacred Convergence. Concentric circles. All of the colors in the rainbow lighting up in this like deep black and purple space. 11 energy, communication from the unknown, a vessel to speak forth and speak into existence and share ideas and knowledge from a higher place. An astral place, an oversoul place, connection with the stars, like Atlantean energy and Lemurian energy, the 7 sisters. Okay, so we are lighting up the world in sacred convergence, timeline shifting, and almost like the sense of when you crack a gong. And how the vibrations vibrate and vibrate with that circular energy as ripples out into the world. So we're at a specific time in our life where we are able to put into play these notions and ideas and these learnings and this grand sentience so that we could converge with this other realm into this realm where we wake up, this solid matrix. And we're bringing all of the colors from all of our chakras into play here. And it's for the collective, what you're working with. It is a heightening within you, but it's also a heightening everywhere else. I was talking to my friend Anne the other day, and we're having just a great conversation. as we do. We're so blessed. And she was talking about how when anyone does the work, it's like it heightens that understanding and that lesson in the collective. It doesn't mean that we don't have our own work, and that maybe down the line or even right now that will line up with someone else of our soul tribe, but that nothing is lost and that those lessons are more easily attainable. It's like chipping away at this grander picture. So you are bringing this sacred space inside of you out into the world like a shout of noise or like a gong that resonates through you. And it's backed by this wisdom and knowing, and it has your rooting in the earth involved in it, and then that third power chakra, your self-confidence and self-worth shining forth in what it is that you're doing. This could be as simple as a conversation with a friend, or writing into your diary, or learning how to draw something, or create something out of clay, or build something out of wood. Whatever your concentrated energy is on, it is in co-creation with spirit. And you're at this really sacred spot right now to genuinely bring those things forward. This almost feels like a continuation of yesterday's energy too. Man, this is so exciting. I wonder what it is that you're drawn to do. What are your creative endeavors? Might be a good idea to think about that, or just even just spend time being in the present and allow those inspirations to come through you, through whatever passes through your consciousness. We have the angel Rasbar here for 27, for 9 energy, wrapping up of cycles. So as far as binary code is concerned, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know binary is 1 and 2, but numbers that are then deduced down to their single digit. This 9 phase, it's right before the 10, and then 10 becomes 2 digits, so it's 1 plus 0 equaling 1, and then we go back and we do it again. So when we get to that 9 part here, it is a grand overview of all that we've come through, all that we've gone through now, all of the lessons that we've learned, the hardships, the joys, the celebrations, and the heartaches, the deepest despair and the greatest ecstasy, and being able to have greater understanding of why things happened in certain ways. Now, we will never know that full answer, right? But we do get intuitions from spirit, and there is cause and effect in the world. There is natural law, and there is resonance. All is mind, first Hermetic law. So with that amazing capability of your mind, you're able to see these things that have come before. But now you're able to, I never even showed you this card. Now you're able to see these things from a kinder point of view. And when I say kinder, it doesn't mean that you forsake the things that don't feel kind. It's more like being able to be that own mother or parent figure to your own thoughts, and give yourself the space and time to make mistakes, and to be able to love yourself for all of those mistakes. To know that when we are triggered, that it's normally a reflection of something inside of ourselves that we're still working through, lessons to come. And then even be able to look at that and be like, hey, I still love myself for that. That's okay. To be able to hug yourself and be totally rooted and self-confident while able to speak forth and be guided by this divine wisdom, because we've got the rooting of the red, the confidence of the yellow, the communication of the blue, and the wisdom of the purple. It's gorgeous. And so it's this swirling energy, but also she's got, it's like she's trailing behind her petals or flowers, which makes me think of the stigmata, and how sometimes saints too would have the scent of flowers around them, like a holy uplifting inside of you, that possibly wherever you go, you have that sort of that sense, that third sense, and almost like from everything that I've read, it feels like these supernatural or superhuman powers that you read about, or you've possibly witnessed with your own eyes, or seen people have videos out there of what they could do. A lot of times, those attributes, they're a byproduct of spiritual alignment and closeness. And I feel the same way about when you read about different saints and religious figures, and like that stigmata thing where you would smell roses. And also with this, these petals that she's kind of just like strewing behind her. It's like you're planting seeds, and the spring is on the way, and there's new growth and new ideas that you're planting, and that they've come through your hard work and your perseverance of learning the lessons that you've been going through. The angel Rasbar. And lastly, we have this other really feminine energy. Oh, you know what, too? Before I get to the lastly, I wanted to point out also in the very first card, we have another feminine energy that's right off to the side over here. As like this onlooker. And it's like the oversoul of you as well. Or maybe spirit talking in your ear. Maybe that's your eardrum ringing, right? So we've got the feminine energy in this first card. Beautiful feminine energy in this card. Is she really tall, or is she flying up into the atmosphere, you know? Maybe she's really tall and flying up into the atmosphere. And then lastly, we have Layla. 34 for 7. Trust in the unknown. Trust in spirit. Being now instead of just like rising up and looking down behind you and see the seeds that you're planting and the petals that you're planting for growth from where you've come to where you're headed, surrounded by this long, flowing, passionate orange-red hair that's totally connected with spirit. You're now being lifted in a new way, like drawn up by spirit, like from your heart space, from your chest, and your hair is now swirling with the cosmos. And from this angle right here, it looks like those might be trees or something that's next to her. And then we've got, planets down here. Let's see this. Yeah, I'm not sure if those are trees, but we do still have like mimicking of leaves in here and like organic materials. Oh my gosh, too, there's like, I don't know if that's just like one like pink petal or something that's like floating around her arm right here. Interesting. Trying to get some light on it. So, oh man, the symbolism here that's linked to this hair that's then like being sucked up into this galaxy, this nebula, it is really showing how directly connected you are. Our feelers, our body, our barometer, this ability to sense things very keenly, more than just the regular senses, right? That you are so tied into that star energy. I'm feeling that seven sister energy again, the Pleiadians, right? The Arcturians, really spiritual design. Like you've come from this place, and almost a sense of homelessness being here at Earth sometimes, not really knowing where your space is because you've been through so much in other experiences, other lifetimes, but that knowledge is still with you, and you're so powerful, and it's actually, animating your body up and bursting forth out of you. It's a joyful celebration, an expression of who you are and your unique boundlessness. You're so special and unique, so connected with spirit. You can rely on that, and the more that you rely on it, the more that it grows, the more that you will be led. The more, too, that we can embody that joy in the moment of just being here in the now, because there is so much suffering in life, but there's also so much joy. So, okay, Layla. I feel like that Bob Dylan song. Was that Layla? Was that my first favorite song ever? Anyways, so lots of spiritual growth going on here, lots of that feminine protection energy, but also those tones of reds and yellows coming through and balancing out with the masculinity. But it's drawing your attention to your ability to heal through your thoughts with spirit as that nurturing energy to all that you've gone through before, to be able to forgive yourself for all the things that you feel shame or guilt surrounding that have come before. And to be able to give yourself the time and peace to say, hey, you know, I'm learning. I'm doing the best I can with what I know. And thank you. Thank you so much, Goddess. Thank you so much, God. Thank you so much, guardian angels and guides, for everything that you've helped bring me through and helping me to see this now and helping me to have the grace and the humility and the forgiveness for myself and all around me. Oh, okay. So as soon as I say that too, I'm feeling that Ho'oponopono vibe. Which, check that out, man. If you feel compelled or called to do that. Disclaimer: it could elicit, a deep emotional response out of you. It could bring out a lot of tears inside of you, but they're cleansing, and you can hold that space. When I hear the Ho'oponopono now, it doesn't have that same overwhelming, purging sense of emotion, but it still fills me, and it still fills me with big, big feelings. But the more that you are with the Ho'oponopono, so let me see if I can remember what it is. Is it, I love you, I thank you, please forgive me. There's a fourth one. Let's look it up. Ho'oponopono. There's a lot of this that you can find online too. Beautiful Ho'oponopono compilations all over YouTube, and I'm sure you can find them elsewhere as well. Let's get into this one instead. Ho'oponopono. Oh no. Ho'oponopono prayer. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. When we say these words to anything, every thought that comes across our mind and any thought about ourselves or anyone else, and we really feel it, and we go through those emotions. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. It is a major release. And maybe that's what you're releasing right out of this card too. All right, you know what? We're going to read about this 34 Layla energy here. Out of the Rumi Oracle Guidebook. A little bit of a longer read, but here we go. Layla. 34. All right, here's the poem to start. Put aside your clever schemes, O lover, be mindless, become mad, dive into the heart of the flame, become fearless, be like a moth, turn away from the self and tear down the house, then come and dwell in the house of love, be a lover, live with lovers, clean your chest from all hostility, wash it 7 times, then fill it with the wine of love, be a chalice for love. Be a chalice. You must be all love to be worthy of the beloved. When going to the gathering of drunks, be a drunk, become drunk. Your thought takes a course, dragging you in its wake. Move beyond thought. Let your heart lead. Be the leader. When the grace of love is revealed, be a mirror to reflect it. When the beloved's hair is loosened, brush it like a comb. Be a comb. Rumi. And this is a message from Rumi in italics. How I long for my thoughts to no longer make any sense to me. Then I can be rid of them, like noisy house guests who have overstayed their welcome. Oh, the peace when they finally go. Their incessant chatter brings me no comfort. I crave the silence of you. Will you let me hear it? Will you run through the noisy house of my mind with your great muddy feet so that I can focus on something other than my mind for a while? Maybe you can make such a mess that I shall give up my plans and attempts at order completely. Just give in for a change. It's time for that. To give up my ridiculous fantasies of perfection, useless, noisy, irritating, demanding, and yet deadening perfection. I'd rather just be alive. I want to plant my head in the earth, in the same mud that sticks to your feet, and breathe in her rich soil smell. I want to feel her heart beating in the quiet movements of the roots of the plants as they stretch and grab, and stop my ears with her fertile dirt, finally gaining peace from the constant infernal racket of thoughts no longer wanted. Dude, Hapo, oh no, oh no. All right. Let me get a sip. Oh, beloved, how you are to be envied. You are being given the gift of no self, no noise, no sense. The great beloved truly wants you to be closer than ever to the wild universal heart. In that field of love, every electronic device goes haywire, systems collapse, worlds collide, and great stars are born from the chaos. But the real you will sense none of this. You'll be staring at your beloved, so intoxicated by love, your tongue will loll out of your mouth, and you'll drool like a bloodhound, and you won't care a hoot, neither will the great beloved. Such will the passion of your reunion be, that the only thing to matter will be the one great love exploding inside your being. So who cares if you have no idea what day it is? What was your job supposed to be again? Or how to make conversation, let alone intelligent conversation, at a dinner table? Ah, well, you shall not be yourself anymore. You shall not be so appropriate or sociable. Who understands crazy words that fall out of your mouth, unchecked by logic or rationality? I do. I know the beloved too. I am under that same loving spell. I, like you, have no I anymore. I, like you, am so crazy with love that I care not for things making sense anymore. I, like you, long for my night of love with the great beloved that ends me forever and renders me only and ever the lover of the great beloved. I call that night forward from my love-crazed heart, as you do, that Laylat al-Qadr, or al-Qadr, the night of destiny. Let us run together and pound on the bedroom door of the great beloved. There is no shame. There is nothing else worth holding on to. Let us go now and throw ourselves upon the goodwill of the Creator. Our hair shall be messy and mingle with the curving galaxy, and the planets shall grow rings around them, becoming the many eyes of the great beloved, delightfully bearing witness to our loving, passionate surrender. This oracle brings you a message. You are moving through a period of not knowing, of time in the great void or womb of the Divine Mother. It is in this place that seed can crack open and take root. This cannot happen in the light, where all is seen and recognized. It must happen under the cover of darkness, where only trust can assure one of success. This is the way of nature, the way of life, and it must be honored. This oracle brings you ancient wisdom. It guides you, not to fear the darkness, but to enter into it willingly. It is not for you to become lost, but to find your way. This oracle is saying that in the darkness, there is the path, the tarikat. Do not turn away from it. Let it be. Be with the lack of knowing. When people ask of you so many questions and demand sensible answers to support their notion of reality, do not bow to such unworthiness and fear. Know that their minds may be fearful for your safety and their own, lest your divine madness be contagious, but that their fear is nothing to you, nothing at all. It is not even anything to them, but they just don't know that yet. Under the sacred black cloak of night, the divine mother, the goddess, she who transfigures from darkness into the light, has invited you into her chamber. In that place you shall experience annihilation, but only that of which is untrue, that of which would hold you back, dampen your spirit, or prevent you from bursting into full aliveness. For that which is true is already seating deep in her womb, and is preparing to be born, strong, and with good, powerful legs. So when it is time, it will leap like a wild creature, all instincts and intuition, into the morning light. For this moment, however, there is darkness, and that is essential for the appearance, so imminent, beloved, of the light on its way. This oracle brings you guidance. If you find yourself to be sad, to be grieving, whether you know for what or not, or even depressed or struggling, feeling as though you are being pulled down, do not fight. Bear witness instead. Allow what is taking place to take place. Allow what is happening to happen. You shall find a joy in allowing the interplay of darkness and the light to take place according to a greater unfolding rhythm of your own divine growth process. Your sacred honoring ritual. Sit in a dark and quiet space, if possible. Say aloud, I honor the darkness that serves the all-loving light. Through the grace of Rumi and the Divine Mother, I am blessed with growth of my soul into life. Even within the darkest of dark places, the Divine Beloved dwells within unfailing generosity and compassion. In my surrender, I am held, and in my darkness, the seed of new life takes root. So be it. Rest for as long as it feels good. You have completed your honoring ritual. Whoa. Wow. I'm so lightheaded after I read Rumi. All of those words. All right, so this is an upcoming phase. All right, that is what this is foretelling. Because we are in this, this massive sacred convergence, all right? That 11 energy, the masculine, the feminine, from the divine to this waking realm. That things are changing, that we are learning to love ourselves in all fashion and form, that what we're bringing into this world, it brings new lessons into us. So keep creating and keep being your divine, singular self. You're so beautiful and special. There is so much more to come. You can rely on this 7 Layla energy, this, becoming the divine, losing ourself in that to become one with the all. Sacred, man. You've got this. Okay. All right, let's get a card from the Woodland Wardens. That's been difficult every time this day. Please and thank you, Spirit, for our best and highest good. What more could we learn about this grand opening of love? This dropping away of, that which no longer serves, right? All right. For our best and highest good, animal and plant guides to help us on this path. For our best and highest good, please and thank you. Boom. Oh my gosh. So much wisdom. All right. The owl and hop. So the owl represents wisdom, connection with that divinity, the oversoul. And then hops, right? We think of making beer. We think of, oh my gosh. And she was just in the poem talking about the drunkenness, right? But hop, right? That's such an ancient herb there. Ancient plant. Okay, so let's read what this has to say in the book here. 22, the 11 and the 22 today. Master numbers. Wow, okay, that's great. Okay, so the owl and hop for 22. All right. Owls are closely associated with Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom. Known for their nocturnal vision, owls represent knowledge and erudition with a hint of mystery. The hop is an impressive plant, able to climb up to 20 feet in a single growing season. Combined, the pair indicates spiritual and intellectual fulfillment. You have come to the end of a long journey. Relish in your achievement, taking deep, satisfying breaths. Ask yourself, am I content? If I've reached the state of fulfillment, am I willing to humble myself and try something new? Man, we are really growing through this. So much growth. The owl and hop. Wow, 20 feet. Yeah, the black of that intuition, which matches with the black of these owl's eyes. And then the greens of that heart space energy. So much growth going on here. Like this gong sounding in your soul, in your heart, opening you to the love of oneness and unity. 22. Master number 22. Building, it's like new rules, new societal ways to be, busting out of the mold, seeing things from a totally different perspective. But I mean, when you actually, then when you do add them together and break it down to that 4, that is the building blocks of universal energy, the law and order of things, knowing exactly why you're doing what you're doing. And 22 is doing it in quite the masterful ways. It's almost like a puppeteer, not with like negative connotations attached to it, though. Not like you're trying to guide people or fool people. It's really that you're trying to master this reality and lead a path that shows a way for others that this could be a new way. Owl and hop. Oh my gosh. All right. So what crystal could we use to help with us? To help us with this growing that we're going through, the dropping away. Yeah. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I had to go look it up again, so I didn't mess it up. All right. So which crystal could work with us, would want to work with us to help us through this growing time, seeing all the phases we've gone through, what we're bringing into the world now to bring us to that great darkness of fertility, the growing womb of seeds, right? What crystal could we work with for our best and highest good? Please and thank you. All right, what do we got for our best and highest good? Apophyllite. Stay positive. Dude, we've got this. We've gotten this card before. It's amazing. Stay positive. Hey, all right. In the Crystal Inspiration Guidebook, let's see here. Oh. Apophyllite. Stay positive. Keep your head up and your hopes high. Instead of focusing on all the things that can go wrong, it's important to focus on all the things that can go right. Direct your attention in all the positives in your life and allow them to motivate you. Stay grateful in the moment. Allow yourself to be excited about a prospect or opportunity. Why ruin all the fun with second guessing and what ifs? A positive mindset, one centered on hope rather than fear, can overcome almost anything. Where your attention goes, energy flows. Let it flow toward the positive. Core questions. What do you feel the most, or when do you feel the most positive? What aspects of your life are good? How would it feel to focus only on the positives? Your crystal affirmation. Say, I live in a state of positivity. Today, raise your vibration by focusing on the good things that happen throughout your day. Boom. Okay, so we're going to get into the book about this. You know, the last time that I read Apophyllite, I think I read the wrong one, even though what I read was I feel like meant to be. But let's see here. Let's get to the Apophyllite. It's going to be right at the beginning, right? Yeah, last time I read Astrophyllite on accident. But Apophyllite, let's see here. You know, it's so funny too, when I read that wrong, every single time I came across Astrophyllite, I just saw Apophyllite. Okay. You know, I think Pa Joe caught it when I saw it in the comments later. So that's awesome. Appetite. Where is that card so I can see it? Apophyllite. A-P-O-P. Apophyllite. Okay. Apophyllite is a hydrated potassium calcium silicate mineral with a how do I say this one? Tetragonal crystal system and a hardness of 5. It is most commonly colorless, white or gray. There are also rare specimens in varying shades of green. Apophyllite often appears in cubic or pyramidal shapes. Most specimens on the market are from India, especially the Pune and Nasik districts. Apophylites are also found in Italy, Germany, Canada, Ireland, Greenland, and Brazil. Ooh, I got a cough. Uno momento. Boop. Excuse me. All right, now. We're going to do the clear apophyllite because that was what we pulled. So clear apophyllite looks like this in the book. Very similar to the one that we have on our card. It's so beautiful. Keywords: interdimensional awareness. Element is wind and earth. And the chakras are the crown, the 7th, and the 3rd eye, the 6th. Oh, I've got this tickle in my throat right now. Okay. Just as green apophylites are ideal for tapping into the spiritual vibrations of the world of nature, the clear apophylites excel at attuning one to the higher frequency energies of the angelic and interdimensional domains. Indeed, these crystals can serve as windows into many other worlds, and those wishing to experience interdimensional travel will enjoy working with them. Meditation is one of the chief ways of working with clear apophylites. I especially suggest focusing upon entering the stone. If one can imagine one's point of awareness moving into the interior of one of the clear apophyllite crystals, one will find, once inside, that geometric corridors of light lead off in all directions, and that one's consciousness can travel along these corridors to myriad realms of inner experience. That is a magical practice. Keeping one or more of the clear apophylites in one's environment can provide an atmosphere of purity and spiritual presence in one's home, meditation area, or workspace. Placing one of these crystals on a table or shelf in each of the 4 directions, with the 5th one at the center, creates a powerful geometric energy grid, which will clear and purify the vibrations of an entire room. Boom! Angels are attracted to the light and high vibrations emanated by clear apophylites. One may use these stones to contact one's guardian angels and spirit guides, or to visit the higher angelic realms. They are also useful tools for developing prophetic vision. The ideal chakra placements for clear apopholites are the third eye for prophecy and interdimensional travel, the crown chakra for connection with the angelic domain, and the heart chakra for awakening awareness of divine love. Clear apophyllite is an excellent tool for increasing one's inner vision and psychic ability, enhancing the clarity of remote viewing, and connecting with other dimensional or extraterrestrial beings through the use of ESP. It is an excellent communication device for contacting spiritual guides and for receiving direction from the higher self or soul level consciousness. It can help one invoke the highest light into an environment or situation, and is an excellent stone for healing rooms and altars. Wow. So spiritually, clear apophyllite is a powerful stone for activating inner vision, connection to higher guides and angels, working with spiritual transformation, or rather spiritual information, and gaining spiritual vision. It assists one in connecting with and communicating with the higher self and the soul. Emotionally, clear apophyllite can help to dispel the dark night of the soul and assist one in returning to one's spiritual path after disillusionment and difficulty. It helps one to develop faith and trust in the divine and to gain a higher perspective on physical experience. Physically, clear apophyllite infuses the human aura with light energy, balancing and stimulating the energetic systems. It helps one understand the spiritual purpose for physical disease or imbalance. Whoa. That understanding, that number 9. Affirmation. I open my mind and heart to awareness of the higher realms. Wow. That is beautiful. Apophyllite. You know what, though? Very similarly, that astrophyllite has a lot of very similar vibrations to it. Wow. Just saying. And also, if this is something that you're working with, clary sage. I recommend some clary sage essential oils for the breathing. And if you plan on putting them on your skin, then you'll want to mix it with a carrier oil. And make sure you test it first, right? Okay, so, wow. Is anybody lightheaded other than me? Okay, last card of the day. One last message from Spirit as we work through these big energies. What do we need to know, Spirit, for our best and highest good? Please and thank you. Let's get another one in there. That was a poor shuffle. Ooh, that one was really good, though. Okay, what do we got? Last message, please, and thank you so much. Wow, they feel so chunky today. Oh. I'm taking that top card right there. Spiritual alignment puts my manifestation into motion. Boom. Moon and sun energy in conjunction there. Ooh, with like the second orange chakra. Spiritual alignment puts my manifestation into motion. Also, like all these far-reaching rays of light. And like stars inside of it too. Again, we have that Cheshire cat grin on the side, that moon energy. Dudes, have you seen the moon? It's getting so bright and beautiful. Because we pulled this orange chakra for the last bit here, I'm going to pull that up for any blockages you might be working through with your creativity chakra, okay? Here is some symbolism you might work with. It's giving me Buddha vibes. I knew it was bad. That was like a really precarious stack. It was all over the place, but we got through most of the video. All right, so to help with any blockages in your second chakra, you're welcome to use this mantra. Orange. I am protected from anxiety, immune to negativity. My sense of well-being radiates life energy. I give and I receive. I am a transformer. 11 energy, right? Transforming, transmuting, Merkaba. I am protected from anxiety, immune to negativity. My sense of well-being radiates life energy. I give and I receive. I am a transformer. So be it. And so it is. Oh my goodness. Well, dang. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for sharing this sacred space and energy with me today. Thank you for adding to it and helping create it. I love you. I'm so grateful to my friends and my family. I'm so grateful to StreamYard and YouTube for making this available. And above all, thank you so much, Goddess. Thank you so much, God. And thank you so much to all of our guardian angels and guides helping us every step of the way. I will see you tomorrow. Mwah. Take care of yourselves. Thank you very much.